Hi everyone, welcome back. It's Deborah, and today I'm going to do some more of my pocket pages, but first of all I thought I'd give you a flip through of this journal. This is one that I did for a class and I have made it so that it is long and skinny. Now I'll just measure it because I can't remember the measurements. So it is 8 inches long and tall and 4 inches wide, and these papers are Maja Design, and it's called it's something to do with home something or other, can't remember now. But anyway, so I'll just give you a flip through. I've also used book page, so the spine is quite thick, and then I'll just give you a flip through. So this is beautiful papers. These are gorgeous, and what I've done is I've actually used the paper to stick the two pieces of book page together. So I've used that as kind of a spine on each of the book page, and that is why you can see I've put it on every book page, and I've inked the edges, and then I've just done, you know, a couple of them so I get a bit of variety on each page. I've got pockets in here with things in them as well, and also I've got that's got no pockets on it, so this can have more work done on it. I've got another pocket in here, and then I've got a little clip piece in here with a paper clip, and in this one I actually did 3 of the pieces of book page, but you could do as many as you like. It was pretty easy really. And then you can see I've got 3 here, and I've got some tickets and things in the pocket, so this is, you know, a bit of a travel journal sort of thing really. That just goes over. You can see how gorgeous these papers are. This is one of the fussy cuts from the papers, and I've put that down there, but I actually cut it then, so I've got both pieces. So when you put that in, you've just got the bottom piece, but when you take it out it matches all the way through. So I like to have that. And then I've got more here with another pocket, and this one here which has got a double pocket. I've got some tickets in here and some things I've collected on my travels and a guest check. This is another fussy cut piece from the paper. So it came with a fussy cut sheet, but you can always buy more of those if you want more. And I put a little strip. This is the branding strip, so I've used all of the branding strips throughout this. This one's got the little hot air balloons on it, and I love this paper with the green leaves and also the houses. So I've got another fussy cut there with a tube map of London in there. I haven't put any photos or any journaling in this one yet. I've got some more of the piece from the branding strip there. So I tried to use every scrap of the paper, and that's why I use these branding strips, particularly when they're very pretty like this. There's another little tuck spot there with a fussy cut, and this is another of the fussy cut ones from the paper, and a little pocket in there. And what have I got here? Just another page, and I've got another fussy cut stamp sort of thing down the bottom with a ticket in it. That one's from, I think that's from Sweden or somewhere, can't remember now. Oh, and this is a flip down, so I've got a space for journaling as well as a pocket, and then it flips up as well. Another pocket in here. And then I've got another pocket in here and a pocket in here as well, and then a little top tuck up here for one of the tickets that we used when we went overseas in 2019. This is also a fussy cut piece, as is the little stamp thing down here. And I've got another pocket in here. That's a fussy cut from the sheet as well. There's such a range in this particular paper set. It doesn't come in a pad, it comes separately, but I just bought the things that I liked for the class. There's another pocket here and pocket here. I've got another pocket in here. I don't have anything in that one. This is also on the sheet itself, so it's not one of the fussy cut pieces. And then I've got another pocket, that's cute little girl, which is on the fussy cut sheet as well, with a pocket in there. And then I've got a paper clip on here, so that you can flip this out and then flip it out again this way, so you get the full effect, and you could write on this one as well. Just pop that back. And on the last one, that's just the back side of the sheet. So that's it. That is a journal that I've done, which you wouldn't have seen. And because I did a flip through of that other one, I thought maybe you'd like to see this one as well. So I may have some more like this, not sure yet. I'll have a look and see what I've got in my stash of journals. Now I'm going to go on to do some more on my pocket project. So I've got another sheet, and with this one I've decided that I'm going to do 4 pockets. It's going to be a bit different to yesterday. I have cut a sheet up into 4-inch squares, and the reason that I've done that is because I think 4-inch squares will work the best. You can see there's the original page there. If I get my scoreboard, I was doing a bit of math before on a little scratch bit of paper, and I think that because this is a 6 by 8 piece of paper, that if I make them 3.5 inches tall, I'll be able to fit 4 on, and then they need to be, I think it was 2.5 inches wide. I can't find my bit of paper now. Here it is. See, I had a little bit and I was writing some figures on. 3.5 tall and 2.5 wide. Now, in order to get that, I decided I would cut them just in 4 by 4, and I might put this one up the top, so I'll do it first because I want to put a gusset in here. So if I score, first of all, let's score the bottom. I know that's going to be a 1/2 inch, or sorry, yeah, that's a 1/2 inch score on the bottom, so that'll come up like that. But I could have cut them smaller, and I just thought I'll cut them down in this size and then I can just do them. So I want, because this is 6 inch, I want say 2, and I thought 2.5 would be good. So I need to come across to 3 inches. Okay, so I've got a fold down there and a fold down there. And then that will sit on there, and I'll be able to put another one beside it. So let's now score up some more of these. I thought I might try and like match the paper across, so I have them like that. We'll see how we go with that. So 1 inch and then 3 inches, and then a 1/2 inch on the bottom. So that will be the next one. There are my 4 pieces. I can now cut and glue those down. Now I am going to create some notching before I do that, and I'll just eyeball it. I mean, this is a small piece, I don't need to, it's probably as wide as the punch too, which makes it quite easy then to get it roughly in the centre. I've been loving reading all the little stories you've been leaving me about people that you know or yourself who have buses, and also I had some comments from a couple of you about their mothers who do family history research, and it's lovely to hear that, because often I don't get to meet a lot of people who enjoy doing their family history research. I bore my family with the topic, don't worry about that. I'm always boring my family about that. Actually, no, we're not. My husband's pretty good because he's doing his own as well, so it's something we can, you know, we chat about quite a bit. Now, I think that if I put them on like that, so I'm kind of piecing the paper back together, it might look quite nice. What do you think? So this will be the first one down the bottom, and it's kind of going to set the idea for where everything else will go, and I will put it toward the bottom a little bit. The reason being is, my page opens that way. The reason being is that I don't want the tag that I'm going to put in it to stick up over the other one here. So I want to leave a gap between these 2 pieces. That's why I'm doing it like this. Now I've got those on now. And the other thing is that this paper has lines on it underneath, so I'm trying to make sure I've lined that up so visually it looks pleasing, and I think that's pretty good actually. You've got the 4 pockets. Now I need to make some tags to put in the pockets. So the tags will be no more than, let's say, 3.5 maybe. I'm not going to be able to stretch to 4 inches, am I? So just under 4 inches, and in terms of width, 2.25 inches wide. So I think I'll start by putting an eyelet on them. Just look where I need that eyelet. Now if I put the eyelet there and that is in the pocket, are you still going to be able to see it? Yes, you can. I will also take the time to measure it to get it correct. So these are 2.25, so I want the eyelet at 1, actually 1.25, no, 1 and here, I want it there. I was slightly off. I might have to rub that little bit out. That's okay, we can do that. That just looks like it's not in the center now, but I've measured it and it tells me that it is, so I have to believe it. So now, because I've cut that in the right spot, I want to make sure all the others are in the same spot. So I'll just take the tags one at a time and draw a circle on them. And then I can punch that circle out to the correct thing. And I can now put all these in, and I think that that should look quite good. I'm hopeful it will anyway. Tucking it in so that the top of the tag doesn't go above the top of the page either. So I really don't want it to. And there you go. You've got all these little tags in here. Let's tip them out. Get them out now, because I want to put some decorative pieces on them. And also, I think I need to put some card, do I? I suppose you could write on the back. I think you could write on the back of that. Yeah, that should be fine. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut a little strip like this, and then make sure that's over in the right place. If I now cut the hole in that, now I could just put a little square over it, but I don't think that's going to look any good. That's going to annoy me if I turn it over and there's just a little square on the back. It's because I want to make sure that it goes the full length. A little bit of stuff in there again, but you can poke it out with a pencil or a pokey tool. Now I want to put this across here like that to protect that eyelet back. I'm going to put the glue down on the tag because I don't know how far across I want it to come. So I'll stick that down, and then I can cut that around once it's dried a little bit. I'll just stick the others on, and that way I can then cut that down. Make sure my eyelets are squeezed hard enough. I might just give this one another squeeze. It feels like it's a little bit proud. It's sitting up a bit proud of where it's meant to be. That's better. I'm guessing roughly where that manila folder will come to on this end here. I think I'm doing a pretty good job of that. Just eyeballing it really. But if you can't eyeball things, then just measure them. I think I'm pretty good at eyeballing things. I don't, been doing it for so many years. It just seems to work reasonably well for me. The other thing you could use for doing this is you could put some washi over the top if you wanted to, if you were worried about that, or nothing. I just like to cover the eyelet back. It's just my personal preference to do so. And then quickly chop around, and you get the tag with the little topper on it at the back there. Now I have 4 little tags and I need to put some things down on them. So we'll go back to the things that we were using yesterday. Quite like that. It's sort of like a mini record card or something that's in there. I've also got a little book. Tickets always work. A bit more of a ticket thing. I think that's actually a piece of card that's not meant to be in here. Oh, neither are they. Not sure why they are. I could get my snippets out as well. Snippets are much smaller than these. Not sure if I need to though. Now let's look at this. Some of these are a bit plain. So I could put like some of this one down here. The ticket might be a little bit big actually. I do have this bit of ticket. I'd have to go on the other side if I use this one because I cut it and used it for something else. If I put that up there, I probably need something. Oh, actually I can put a doll on top of it, can't I? Now I need something little. And maybe this little girl. Pop this down here. I like that I've got the word party in there actually. And this one can go up top. It's got to go underneath, so I'll put it here. And then the little girl needs to go so she covers the top of that ticket thing there. So just her shoulders can go there. Just turn that a little bit so it's straight. I might push this up a bit, it looks a bit funny. And then she'll have to move over a little bit so it covers the edge of the ticket there. I'd like to move her over a bit more actually. They'll look better if she's off to the side. Push her over. I don't want her head under the eyelet. I want it slightly off centre of the eyelet, while at the same time still hiding the rough edge of that ticket. So it looks like the whole ticket's under her even though it's not. I think I need some lace or something on here, or maybe I'll get some string and put on there. I'll have to go and find my string. I thought I had some in my basket, but I don't. It's not there. The reason I thought I wanted some string is that it'll be much easier to pull that out if I put some string down on it. And yet it will stay in there when you're, flipping the pages, as you're turning the pages of this. Remember, I've got the one that I did yesterday as well. I think I'll put this one down here. I like the stamp. Maybe I should put the stamp out to the side so you can see more of it. Let's see, if I put the stamp there, and then I can put maybe this one I had down here. And if I put him here, let's pull that over a little bit. So he's sitting on top of that ticket. If I put this one here, I think that looks better because he looks like he's got his elbow on something. I think I'll have to, otherwise it looks a bit weird. To me, only to me. I'm sure it looks fine to everyone else, but I like them to have something to rest their arms and, sit on and whatever. I think I'm going to do it that way, and I'm going to save that little bit because I've got a number on there, so I'll be able to reuse that at a later date. So we'll just pop it down. In fact, I might cut it off first. Then I know how far to stick it. I can put her there with her flowers on the red. Now, what I've now got out of the cupboard is some thread. So this is the Tim Holtz thread, craft thread, Eclectic Elements, and it is in brown because it's really thin and it's quite strong though, And I'm thinking that I will tie a couple of pieces up to create the ties on these. Let's just pop it through and see if it looks any good. I've done 2, so it'll be 4 altogether once I tie it on. And then I'll just cut that loop. Now I've got that page done. I think that's worked out quite well. I've got 4 little tags with the backs on them, and then they pop into these pockets. And I think having the string on the top, the thread on the top, is really great. It's just really easy to get them in and out this way. So that's all for today. Thank you very much for joining me. This is Deborah. Cheers.